Hey, what's up everyone? This is SnackBox. Guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to duo the Fire Knight on stage 20 with epics only. That way you can farm points for this tournament, get the key for the hero's path, also get points for champion training for the hero's path, and on top of that, tomorrow in 18 hours we will have this dungeon divers event, so basically you can triple dip points in all three events and tournaments. So here we go. We also have a 3x Savage event, which is pretty nice. We always need new Savage artifacts. So this is basically the team. These three champions here are food champions, and all we really need is Daithi and Allure. This is definitely not budget friendly and more leaning, towards endgame players, but let's jump into the run and see how fast it actually can be, which is quite impressive to me, to be honest. Daithi taking a lot of extra turns, as well as Allure, as you can see, because she's in a relentless set. And that way, she can keep the turn meter down from the Fire Knight. Also, we got Daithi in very good merciless pieces, so he will take extra turns and also decrease the cooldowns of his skills and then take more extra turns. So he's just an amazing epic champion overall. On top of that, he's placing the decreased defense, the big version, and does a lot of damage, so he can clear the waves very fast. As you can see, he's taking extra turn after extra turn, and we are at the Fire Knight after 40 seconds. So here we go. The shield is almost down, and we need like 1 or 2 more hits. And can we do it? Yes, and will Allure take down the turn meter? Yeah, there we go. And she takes an extra turn. So beautiful. Okay, so this is basically already a wrap here. The turn meter won't go up again. Allure is way too fast, will take too many turns, also get extra turns and use her A1 more than enough to keep the turn meter down. And also she has Giant Slayer, so she does a good amount of damage. But as you can see, even our food champions did survive this run, which is quite funny. It also causes the run to be a little bit slower than usual. Normally it's around like 1 minute and 20 seconds, something like this. But yeah, as you can see, 1 minute 57, absolutely no problem. So here we go. Let's put in some other champions. Let's take some squishy ones like Dark Elhain and these guys. Yeah, that should work. Also a nice thing about Daithi is that he has a accuracy aura, which really helps. That way you can focus more on the damage stats, right? Like crit damage and all that good stuff. But yeah, as you can see, absolutely no problem. But the food champions just don't die off. That's kind of weird. Alright, let's block actually the A2 from Allure on the first wave. Maybe if we don't put them to sleep, maybe the food champions will die off. And then the run will be way faster. So there we go. Oh, a lot of extra turns. Or maybe not. I don't know. I guess the food champions just can't die. I mean, that only proves that this is working pretty well. Maybe we can kill some food champions here. Come on. Oh, weak hit. Oh my days. Alright, I guess it is what it is. The food champions are unkillable. Alright. Shield is almost down. I think this will be around the same time, this run. It's not gonna be faster, right? Because the food champions will take a lot of turns. Oh, the Fire Knight took actually a turn, which is good because now the food champions are dead. But no problem, we survived it easily. and now we can slowly take down the boss, but I still think it's not gonna be that fast. Yeah, so the first run I did actually was like 120, and now we are only at like half HP of the Fire Knight. But still, it doesn't really matter, right? Because you're doing the Fire Knight stage 20 with food. You basically triple dip points for the Fire Knight tournament, points for the champ train of the Hero's Path, and then from tomorrow points for the Dungeon Divers event as well. And that is maximum energy efficiency. So this is the build for Allure. She's in a relentless set, a speed set, and she has 2 pieces of pinpoint. As you can see, it's not even ranked up. So if I would rank this up, this is crit damage. She would do a little bit more damage and the run would be faster. The stats are 310 speed, 52k HP. It is kind of important to have a decent amount of HP so she can take 1 hit from the Fire Knight. 100% crit rate is necessary for her A1, of course, and 270 accuracy, more than enough. Also, we have the aura from Daithi, so pretty amazing. Yeah, so I would aim for like 300 speed and then 250 accuracy. You can probably go even lower, like 200 accuracy, and then use the aura from the ET and you're fine. Also, I'm using Tempus Sanguinis, so the turn meter reduction is boosted by 15%, and you have this little rare gemstone here in case you have it. The wearer speed increased by 2 for each dead ally. And then she's completely booked. Phantom Touch for an extra hit on the Fire Knight shield, and for masteries she has Spirit Haste and Giant Slayer for maximum damage. Then Daithi is in a 6-piece Merciless set. His stats are 40k HP, 2.5k defense, 6.3k attack, 228 speed, 100% crit rate, very important, 300 crit damage. Actually, I do have Fire Knight area bonuses. I totally forgot. So there's an additional 20 speed here from the area bonuses. Also, all the other stats, 30% crit damage and 20% ignore defense. Also some accuracy, so I could go way lower with the accuracy. This is way too high. Like, as I said, 210 would be ideal. And I could probably push the damage a little bit, but it's good enough the way it is, right? I don't use any relic on him. He's completely booked. I have a 5-star blessing with Crushing Rent, which helps with the ignore defense. And then I haven't even done his masteries. So if I would do the masteries, I would go with Helm Smasher and Spirit Haste to get his speed up. But as you saw, it doesn't really matter because the food champions don't die somehow. Pretty interesting to see an epics-only duo team for the Fire Knight stage 20. I'm pretty sure there are other duos that could do it. Allure will most likely be part of it most of the time because of the A1 and the decreased turn meter effects, which are quite helpful. And yeah, now Jingle Hunter actually died, which is good because now we are doing the run faster. I just hope the other 2 champions gonna die too. Yeah, but somehow they survived attacks and they don't even have gear or anything, so it is what it is. So back at the Fire Knight, taking down the shield very quick. Also, the more extra turns you take, the better. As you can see, Allure just needs 1 perfect A1 and the turn meter is fully depleted. And yeah, now there's no way for the Fire Knight to come back again and take a turn. The beauty about Daithi is that he has basically a relentless effect on his skills, and that's why he takes so many extra turns. And with the Merciless set, he also decreases the cooldowns of his skills, and this just makes it very, very smooth. So 1 minute 32 seconds, this was way better. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. Shout out to JD from Ref. It was actually his idea that inspired me here. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And see you in the next one.